hello everyone. Good morning, guten Morgen, bonjour. I say hi all the way from Switzerland to you, wherever you are. Today, I'm podcasting a bit later. If you haven't checked it out, this is the Smart Woman podcast, Stitcher and iTunes. Check it out. Tips and tricks, strategies to get things done, especially for women in the workplace. Check it out because I'm doing this a bit later. Hey, I'm coming back from a really good, hardworking week, and I'm coming back to my space, my office, where I get to replenish, regain energy, inspiration, and create. And this week, and for the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be very intensively putting lots of hours, a lot of thoughts and creativity to create the most important part of the book that I'm writing. And I put it out there a few weeks ago. And in weeks like this week, where I have had the opportunity to work with so many leaders around the world, it has reminded me sometimes it's hard to do the things that need an extra mile. So I have 3 thoughts for you today. 1, I believe that in days like it's so overwhelming and you wish the day would have 36 hours and not 24. It's all about setting priorities, having a vision so clear in your mind that there is nothing that can stand between you and your success. So there are 3 things in overwhelming days like this or any other. If you are facing any challenge, you're in the middle of an important project and you almost feel like you can't go on because it's a little hard or needs an extra effort. 1, I believe that self-motivation is overrated. And if you ask me, I personally think it's a little bit of BS, meaning it's garbage in the sense that if we're waiting for us to feel motivated to do the hard things that need that extra mile outside our comfort zone, it's gonna be new, uncomfortable, or even unsafe. It's not gonna happen. Nobody's coming. If you're waiting for somebody to come and really get you out of your comfort zone and just shake you and do it, it's not gonna happen. So knowing that, it makes my job easier to just push myself and get things done. That's it, regardless of what it is. And for that to happen, I need to start saying no to different things that don't have priority. Say no to people, projects, or relationships that are not adding value to your life. Be very careful and be very selective about who and what is in your life. So do a favor for me right now, a little favor. Pull out your mobile and check out your last 5 messages. Are those people who celebrate and help and support you in your success in any way? Are they applause in your life and they are people who really you want to have in your life to thrive and grow? Or are there people who are comparing, judging, criticizing your work? And if that's the case, it's time to say hasta la vista, okay, which is a decluttering process. And I know it's not so easy, though it's necessary. The second thing, put it in a calendar. You know, those little things, all your smart devices everywhere are telling you it's easy to get organized. So if you don't put it in your calendar, it's not gonna happen. Trust me. In my case, these weeks, whenever I'm writing, I put myself in flight mode. That means my phone, my computer are totally off, and only in case of an emergency, people close to me, they know that they can reach me on a normal landline, okay? That is it. So really be disciplined enough that you really don't find any leak of energy and distraction whenever you really need to get focused. And finally, have something around you that reminds you of the bigger picture. Around my office, I have things that remind me that the book is important, that it's coming up, that it doesn't matter what else needs to happen, the book gets done. So I have pieces of inspiration. I also have deadlines. I have a picture that reminds me of how it's going to look like and the benefit that it's bringing to the world for the women who will read this book. And that keeps me on track whenever in days like today or this week where I find hard to really sit down and crying out loud, just sit down and write those lines. That keeps me on track. So what keeps you on track? What is your next scary, amazing project and objective that you want to get? The one that it's so important and scary that almost makes you feel nervous about it. That one. Go for it. Prioritize, say no, put it in the calendar, and have something around you that reminds you that your big, scary, amazing project is so important that you cannot let it go, even if you don't feel self-motivated to do it. Go for it. I know you can do it. And that's what I'm telling myself this and for the coming weeks for it to come. And as part of that, I say goodbye with a little recommendation, a little tip again for you, the Smart Woman podcast. Listen out, check it out, recommend it, share it if you like, and I hope you do. And until next time, thank you.